I have a bit of a problem with my screwdriver in that for the deeper screws I can't reach it. So instead I can put in a little tiny extension. I drop the driver bit in. I can get it in position and then I can unscrew it. Oh, and for this, I have a magnet attached to this cup so that when I pull the magnet off, I can dump out my screws. I want to take this moment to just thank my patrons who I don't have a ton and I would love more, but have supported me and my various efforts. And you guys are all the best, and I'm so happy you decided to help me out. And if you're looking to support me, you stumbled upon this video and thought, oh man, I like this guy's work, go over to patreon.com/Hugh Q Elliott, HUGHQELLIOTT, to throw a couple bucks my way. Always appreciated, and thanks for watching. And while you're watching, always consider liking and subscribing to my channel, because I will keep making stuff. right, so this is a safety, which I can just bypass. You can see the feeder comes in through the bottom. This will be interesting. It'd be interesting to figure out what part of this I actually need. I'm going to assume I'm going to want the barrel, but all of this, the electronics and whatever. Okay, so this is the electronics and feeder package for the gun. You can see that the trigger, you hear the snapping sound. If you look down in here, well, actually look on this side, you can see there's a gear. And what that does is it rotates in a new ball. And once we get a ball, you can see the ball sits very comfortably. And because the, I don't know. Oh, because these aren't spinning. So that's going to have an effect on it. But these then are pressed because this is a foam ball. These are pressed to see how much it squeezes the ball to create the velocity. Yeah. And there's a little bit of tension here. There's a little lip that I think probably slows the ball down. And then these are just DC motors. So this is the trigger. This is a safety switch. This is just power. Oh, and here's the other one. So this is another safety for this. And so this fits up into here, or this direction. Well, whichever way it actually faces, I can't. Oh yeah, because this would need to be disengaged, right? That to feed the ball. So maybe this way. Anyways, every time you pull the trigger, this disengages once and lets a ball out. So you don't have a effect. But that activates this switch, which then lets us engage everything. And then you pull a second switch, which starts the motors, and then the trigger to feed. This is the trigger switch, and there must be another switch in here. Yeah, interesting. Okay. All right, so I've attached nearly 7 volts. I think this is a 9-volt setup because it's 4 D cells or something. But if I just tape down this safety switch, see, just to make sure it's depressed, and then tape down the feeder switch, I can then turn the motors on and off using this, which is the initialization. Oop. I think this is, oh, yeah. And then I'd be free to shoot. So probably what I would want to do is connect probably a motor here just to go click, click, and I would think a constant rotation servo would do it. And that would let me serve in one at a time. Then I could remove this, remove the trigger. Take digital control over this switch and bypass these two switches entirely because I don't need them. Yeah. And if I were to put a ball in there, see if I can do it. Can't. Anyways, you can see how it works. I'm trying to, oh, that worked. That was funny. Okay, and if it doesn't get up to speed, you see how it kind of catches on that. So I might even remove this little dealy. Huh. Some modifications income. So to remove the trigger, pull off that pull off that spring. You see now, and then remove this retainer. Into the cup you go. And this pulls off. This pulls out. And this comes out too. Oh, so there's a ratchet to prevent it from going backwards. That's interesting. So if I go like that, it won't go backwards. It'll only go forwards. Anyways, yeah.